Good morning, dear students. So, welcome you all to the next session of Business Studies class. In this session, we are going to take up the next part of classification of business activities, that is commerce. Previous video में आपने देखा that the business activities can be classified into industry and commerce. Now, industry is also called as the manufacturing sector. Now, manufacturing sector means conversion of raw material into useful goods. So I said, if you do not want to go for manufacturing sector, अगर आप business करना चाहते हो और manufacturing line में नहीं आना चाहते हो, you can go for commerce. So what is commerce and what all does it include? We'll try to understand this now. So commerce, it says commerce includes all the activities which are necessary to maintain free flow of goods and services. वो सारी एक्टिविटीज़ जो गुड्स एंड सर्विस का फ्री फ्लो इंश्योर करती हैं, जो गुड्स एंड सर्विस का मूवमेंट इंश्योर करती हैं, दे फॉर्म द पार्ट ऑफ कॉमर्स. So when I say free flow of goods and services, the flow of goods has to be from the producer to the consumer. Producer can also be termed as the manufacturer. So it means manufacturer से प्रोडक्शन जो भी हुई है, जो भी गुड्स बने हैं, उनको कंज्यूमर तक पहुंचाने में जो भी एक्टिविटीज़ आपका हेल्प करें, दे फॉर्म पार्ट ऑफ कॉमर्स. सो कॉमर्स, एज आई हैव रिटन, इज अ लिंक बिटवीन द प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड द कंज्यूमर्स. बट इस प्रोसेस में मैन्युफैक्चरर हैज़ टू फेस सेवरल काइंड्स ऑफ ऑब्स्टिकल्स एंड प्रॉब्लम्स. इट इज़ नॉट सो ईजी टू मूव गुड्स फ्रॉम द मैन्युफैक्चरर टू द कंज्यूमर. बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स एक बिजनेसमैन को फेस करना पड़ता है. अब वील टॉक अबाउट व्हाट ऑल दीज प्रॉब्लम्स आर विद द हेल्प ऑफ एन एग्जाम्पल. लेट्स टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मैगी इंस्टेंट नूडल्स हियर. अब मैगी एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है विच हैज़ अ हाई डिमांड थ्रू आउट द कंट्री. पीपल लव ईटिंग मैगी, बट एज फार एज इट्स प्रोडक्शन इज कंसर्न्ड, Maggie's production is restricted only to few plants that it is operating in the country. As per my research, there are just 4 to 5 plants of Maggie in India. अब वहाँ से the product has to be supplied to the consumer. Supposingly आपका plant is in Maharashtra, that's in Mumbai. मुंबई में आपका प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है मैगी का, पर आपका कंज्यूमर, आपकी डिमांड आ रही है आसाम से. सो मुंबई से आसाम तक पहुंचाने में ऑफ कोर्स अ बिजनेसमैन हैज़ टू फेस सेवरल ऑब्स्टिकल्स, सेवरल प्रॉब्लम्स. इन प्रॉब्लम्स को जो भी हमें रिमूव करने में हेल्प करते हैं, वी कॉल दैट कॉमर्स. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द ऑब्स्टिकल्स दैट मैगी हैज़ टू फेस. द फर्स्ट वी हैव इज हिंड्रेंस ऑफ पर्सन्स. अब मैन्युफैक्चरर खुद तो सारा सप्लाई लेके आसाम तक नहीं जाएगा. ही हैज़ टू फोकस ऑन प्रोडक्शन. So what is the solution? The solution is that the Maggi has to create a distribution network. Now distribution network simply means that the Maggi has to appoint distributors. Maggi has to appoint people, those who are going to sell Maggi's product on Maggi's behalf. अब Maggi वाले को अपना एक distribution network बनाना है. That is, Maggi has to identify the traders who are going to sell Maggi, the wholesalers, the retailers, the distributors, those who are going to stock Maggi, जो कि असम में Maggi बेचेंगे. The second problem is hindrance of place. Of course, place gap भी है यहाँ पे, because production कहाँ हो रहा है? महाराष्ट्र में, और supply कहाँ जाना है? असम में. अब महाराष्ट्र से supply असम तक ले जाने में you need the help of the transportation network. सो आपको ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा. द थर्ड इज द हिंड्रेंस ऑफ टाइम. नाउ इन एंटिसिपेशन ऑफ लार्ज डिमांड, कि आने वाले टाइम में, फ्यूचर में हमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिमांड निकलने वाला है प्रोडक्ट का, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ऑलवेज ट्राई टू प्रोड्यूस द प्रोडक्ट एज पर द फ्यूचर डिमांड. अब लुकिंग एट द डिमांड, द मैन्युफैक्चरर इज टेकिंग अप लार्ज स्केल प्रोडक्शन. But this production is not going to be consumed within 1 day or 2 days. So it is very important that the product is stored safely till the time the demand for the product comes. So where the product is going to be stored? The question is that. Now for this, we have warehousing facilities. Warehouses are nothing but warehouses are just the storage houses. So, the big storage houses where the corporates try to store their product till the demand comes, they are called as warehouses. So, the hindrance of time will be removed through warehouses. The next we have is the hindrance of risk. Every businessman has to face risk. Without risk, you cannot imagine of earning profit. Some businesses have high degree risk, some businesses have low degree risk. So depending from business to business, the degree of your risk varies. Risk in business could be because of many factors. It could be because of any kind of a natural calamity. Earthquakes आ गए, floods आ गए, आपका factory destroy हो गया, stock destroy हो गया. It could be because of human causes. It could be possible कि there was some kind of a carelessness in the factory, accident हो गया. एम्प्लॉय की नेग्लिजेंस से फैक्ट्री में मशीन्स को नुकसान पहुंच गया. सो रिस्क सब तरह से होता है. गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज बदल गई, टैक्सेशन सिस्टम बदल गया, सो बिजनेस में रिस्क होता है. सो दिस रिस्क इज इनएविटेबल. इट कैन नॉट बी रिमूव्ड, इट कैन नॉट बी एलिमिनेटेड, बट businessman can always minimize this risk. To minimize this risk, you can take up insurance. Now, insurance is one such service which facilitates the hindrance of risk. Insurance is one service which helps to remove, the hindrance of risk. The next problem that a businessman faces is hindrance of finance. As I said, Maggi anticipates large demand in future time. So, keeping in mind that large demand, Maggi needs to produce also in bulk. For that production, Maggi needs finance. Or should I also say, Maggi needs capital. अभी capital कहाँ से आएगी? For this, we have banks to our rescue. So, we'll take the help of the banking system. Now, banks can provide you different kinds of loans depending upon your needs. Short-term loans, long-term loans, you can get the overdraft limits, you can get the cash credit limits as per your need. Bank will design a policy for you. The next problem that a businessman faces is hindrance of information. Product तो बनाया, उसकी information अब consumer तक कैसे पहुंचेगी? How are consumers going to be made aware that a company is manufacturing a new product? Or let's take another example of Maggi only. Maggi has introduced a new flavor. It was already producing Maggi masala, or it was already producing atta Maggi, but now Maggi has come up with a new flavor. Let's say Szechuan flavor or any other flavor, Pudina flavor, whatever. अब कंज्यूमर को कैसे पता लगेगा कि मैगी ने नया प्रोडक्ट बनाया? जाके प्रोडक्ट शेल्फ पे रख दो तो कंज्यूमर खरीद लेगा? नो. तो कंज्यूमर नीड्स टू बी अवेयर. So, in order to aware the consumer, we take the help of advertising sector. So, we need to advertise. Now, advertise can be, advertisements could be sent through TVs, it could be newspapers, it could be on magazines or whatever media you can use. But the only way to inform your consumer is through advertising. So, now all these activities like the traders, the transportation service, the warehousing services, insurance services, banking service, and advertising service, all these services form commerce. All these are part of commerce.